Sorry, I ended up burning your house down. I'm sorry, but you can fix it with your fire insurance, right? Huh? I'm still building the mansion, though. Huh? It's already built and it's burning down right now, right?
Trouble Busters!
Alan, I heard you're moving soon. Yeah. My name is Alan. I'm living a fun life while I've been productive with work and my hobby. Wow, that's amazing! Let me see it too. Sure. What is this huge mansion? I guess that's good for you. Hey, Alan, you'd better let me go to your new house. I'm not sure. Why would you refuse? We're a team. You know what? If you have an extra room, I don't mind living there. That way it'll be easier for you to talk to me about work. I can't do that. Huh? I'm sure this is good for you, too. I'm going home now. In that case. So, this must be Alan's house. Alan, give me your jacket. Hello? Sorry, I ended up burning your house down. I'm sorry, but you can fix it with your fire insurance, right? Excuse me? What are you talking about? I said I ended up burning the brand new house that you moved into. No, I don't understand what you're saying. Well, maybe you can't really picture it over the phone, and you just don't want to believe it, but I'm sure you'll get it when you come home. I'm sure the neighbors made a call, but the fire truck just got here, and they're trying to extinguish it. What? Are you saying that you caused a fire, George? And where is it happening? It's happening at your house. Huh? My house? That's not possible! I mean, I get that you don't want to believe it, but if only you were willing to let me live in one of your rooms, none of this would have happened. I came forward with it and I'm apologizing, so I hope you won't do anything against me. I'm still not understanding the whole situation, but you can't expect to get away after burning down someone's house. Well, that would be the case if we were strangers, but you and I are beyond just co-workers. We're pretty much a family, right? If a problem happens among family members, you need to be kind enough to forgive. Family? What are you even talking about? Maybe you didn't understand. Family means we're closer than friends or colleagues. Make sure you make a note of it. That's not what I was asking! This guy can't really be acting like this after burning down someone else's house! This guy should never be forgiven for doing this! I'm not letting him get away with this! Trouble Busters! Anyway, I'm sure you have fire insurance. I'm sure you'll have to claim for what happened, so make sure you look into it. George, my house isn't burning down. Alan, I get that you don't want to believe it, but this is reality. The mansion that was in the catalog you were showing off at the office has already burnt down. Huh? I'm still building the mansion, though. Huh? It's already built and it's burning down right now, right? No, I'm almost done assembling the model kit. Model kit? Yes, I've been building my model kit at the house that I recently moved to. What? Hold on, what is this? Didn't you move into that huge mansion? No, I'm living in an ordinary condo. There's no way I could afford a mansion with our pay. You're lying! Hey, Alan, stop making things up! I'm not lying at all. I registered my new address for the condo with the company, so you can confirm it if you want. This reaction. I think he's being serious. Does this mean I ended up burning down a stranger's mansion? if I were to end up being liable for the damages caused on such a huge mansion, I'd owe 6 digits! No, maybe even millions! Or would I even get arrested? This is bad! But hold on a second. I saw you enter this mansion the other day. Isn't this your new house? Huh? Is that place perhaps? I'll be right there. Whoa, it's really burning down. Alan, you're here. Oh, George, what have you done? Do you even realize who owns this house? Huh? Huh? Isn't this your house? Whose house is this? This is... Oh, I don't think I'll have to explain it to you. Huh?
No way, my house is really burning down!
Oh, that's Kathy, the CEO of our VIP client! Don't tell me that she's the owner of this house! You realized it, didn't you? This house belongs to Kathy, the CEO of our VIP client. You said something about being family earlier, but you're definitely not getting away with this trouble. No way! Hold a second. I've seen Alan entering this house, and I used the key that was in his pocket to enter this house. And yet, how is it even Kathy's house? Alan, what kind of a relationship do you have with Kathy? I've seen you enter this house. That's none of your business. I mean, did you say you were watching me enter this house? Were you stalking me? Shut up! That's not the problem right now.
Oh, Alan, George, why are you guys here?
Kathy, let me tell you. I need to do something about this. Oh my, is that you, Kathy? Thank you so much for your business with our company.
Oh, hello.
What a shame. Who would have ever thought that your house would be on fire? Damn it, I won't forgive them. I can't forgive this world and the culprit for allowing such an unreasonable incident to happen. No, you said you caused this fire. You know... Excuse me, are you the owner of this house?
Yes, I am.
I'm very sorry about this fire. We're done extinguishing the fire now. Fortunately, there hasn't been anyone injured because of this fire.
Okay, that's good at least.
But unfortunately, there's been some major damage to your house. There might be a few furniture items you might be able to keep, but you shouldn't get your hopes up.
Ugh, no way. I never thought this would happen to me.
Oh, Kathy. Also, we'll be investigating how this fire happened right now. But there's a high chance that the fire started inside the house.
Huh? Inside the house? That's strange. I wasn't at home. There shouldn't have been anyone in the house either.
That's right. It's strange. I'd assume George broke into the house thinking that Kathy's house was mine. He probably smoked a tobacco or something inside the house and left without putting out that fire. We'll be working with the police to catch the culprit, and we need your cooperation with this matter. That won't be necessary. We already know who the culprit was. Huh? George, you're the culprit. Oh, he's gone. That bastard, he fled.
Hey, Alan, are you sure about that? Did you say George is the culprit?
Yes, I'm sure. Before I got here, George called me and told me that he had burnt down my house.
What? Your house? Is everything okay with you?
My house is fine. If anything, he called me when I was building a model kit at home. At first, I had no idea what he was talking about, but as I listened, it turned out that George thought your house was mine.
No way, this is unbelievable. I would have never imagined that a client company's employee would burn down my house. I can't forgive him.
Kathy, we can't possibly let George get away with this.
No, I'm never going to forgive him.
Let's do whatever it takes to catch George right now. You have all my support.
Yes, you're right. We can think of the rest later, but we need to catch that man first. You better be ready for this, George.
Oh no, those guys noticed that I'm the culprit. I'd end up in huge debt. Or would I get arrested? Isn't there a way to get away? Should I flee to another prefecture? Or maybe another country? No, I'm sure I'll get caught even if I do that. If there's a way to turn the tables, isn't there anything? Oh, I know. I just have to place the blame on someone else. You guys, what are you looking for? Oh, we've been looking for you. Huh? What's the matter?
You already know it. Alan told me that you were the one who burnt down my house.
Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about.
What? Why are you acting like that?
Well, you're accusing me of this, but I don't know what you're talking about. Stop acting like you have no idea. You called me to say that you burnt down my house. Huh? Did you actually take that seriously? You're such a funny guy. I was just kidding, you know. What? Of course! Why would the person who burnt down the house admit it? Besides, I told you that I burnt down your house when I talked to you on the phone. But your house isn't burnt down. This proves that I'm not the culprit. Stop lying. I already know you thought my house was Kathy's house. You probably got upset that I said no to how you wanted to live in my house, so you decided to break into my house without my consent. But you misunderstood, and you entered Kathy's house instead, and you smoked as you always do, and you exited the house. And because you never put out your cigarette, the house burnt down. Isn't this exactly what happened?
You're terrible.
No way! Do you have any proof for any of that? Besides, I couldn't have broken into Kathy's house. That's true. How did George break into Kathy's house? Let me tell you that I feel like you're more suspicious than I am. Huh? What are you talking about? I happened to see you walk out of Kathy's house. This means that you had the ability to enter Kathy's house. Well, you seem quite suspicious. All right, you might have the evidence, so let us show everything that's inside your pocket. That's fine. Oh, the key to Kathy's house that I lost, and cigarettes? I don't even smoke, though. Oh, I heard this fire started inside the house. If you have the key to the house and cigarettes, it must mean that you're the culprit. In truth, you were the one who started this fire. No way! I lost the key to Kathy's house, and I never smoked, so I couldn't have been the one. You're only giving excuses. Stop making things up! You must have put these inside my pocket right now! I know. Last time we had our outing, I thought it was unusual of you to hang my jacket for me, but that must have been when you stole the key to Kathy's house! How can you even prove that? You must have been the culprit!
No, Alan couldn't have been the culprit.
Huh?
A little before the fire started, Alan sent me a picture of himself building the model kit at his house. And in that picture, I can see his clock showing today's date and time.
Why'd he send a picture like this to Kathy?
But honestly, even without this picture, Alan couldn't have been the culprit.
Hey, what does that even mean?
Alan, I think you should be the one to tell him.
Okay. I'm actually in a relationship with Kathy. I would never start a fire at my girlfriend's house. Oh, so you're dating, huh? Wait, what? You're in a relationship with Kathy? No way! You never told me that! Of course. We've been hiding it. I can't tell others that I'm dating our client company's CEO. I envy you for dating such a rich woman as Kathy. No, this is inappropriate.
So now there's no way Alan would have been the culprit. You should admit it at this point.
Damn it. But there isn't any proof that I'm the culprit either. I'm not going to give up. I'll get away with this no matter what. Proof, huh? I think it's about time we find a proper proof. Huh? What do you mean? Excuse me, I brought what you asked for earlier. Is that a surveillance camera? Why are you surprised? Did you think a huge mansion like this wouldn't have a surveillance camera? But even if there was, I thought it'd be burnt down!
It seems like 9 out of 10 I had installed had burnt down, but it seems like this one didn't end up catching on fire.
10 cameras? Why did you have so many?
Let's go ahead and check the footage.
No, stop and give me that camera! No, we're not stopping. Stop! Why aren't we seeing anything?
No.
I'm not in the footage? Did I miraculously happen to stand in a blind spot? Yes! This is a game changer! God is still willing to give me a chance! Oh, well, okay. I knew you wouldn't see me in that footage. How dare you guys treat me like the culprit? Since you guys have insulted me so badly, I'm gonna sue you for defamation!
No way, you're being ridiculous.
Shut up! You'd better be ready for this. No way. I know for sure that George did this. Isn't there any other evidence? Oh, I know. The shoes. Huh? What'd you say? George, why are your shoes so dirty? It almost looks as if you fled from a house that was burning down. What? Perhaps we might find some ashes on the bottom of your shoes that would match the ashes that are left from the fire. What? We'd like to confirm this. Stop! Oh my. We'd have to take this to an analysis to formally say anything, but they seem almost identical. Oh my goodness! I knew it! George, this is it. You'd better give up. No! I got here before any of you got here to look at this house. Isn't it normal that some of the ashes that were all over the area got on my shoes?
That's such a lousy excuse.
It's not an excuse! The ashes on my shoes won't suffice as concrete evidence. I know I'm right! Damn it! I feel like we're so close to proving that George was the culprit. Isn't there anything else? Excuse me? What is it? We're busy right now. Well, we found this at the fire site. Huh? What's that? It's the cigarette filter. The filter isn't burnable, so it seemed like it was left at the scene without burning down.
I don't smoke, so that thing must have belonged to the culprit.
That's right. The culprit's saliva should be found on that filter. If you analyze it along with George's saliva, I'm sure they'll match. Huh? What? That's right. All right, while we put those through the lab, let's ask you some questions at the station. Oh, no! This pretty much proves that George is the culprit.
George, what have you done? I'm going to claim damages on the house. I spent over $10 million on that house. So you'd better expect a huge amount to pay for it.
10 million? No way! I'll be spending the rest of my life paying off my debt!
I don't care about any of that. Do you even realize the damage you've caused me?
You're right, but...
Jeez, you'd better pay what you owe and never show your face to me again.
To add, you've broken into the house and caused the fire, so you'll probably get arrested. End of story. No way. I'm getting arrested? Why is this happening? Look, George, if only you had come forward with the truth in the beginning, you wouldn't have ended up getting arrested or being charged with a crime. Huh? Of course, breaking and entering is a crime, but causing the fire itself isn't actually a severe crime. But you tried to place the blame on me just to get away. This is happening because you caused it for yourself. No way! Damn it! All right, is that enough? I need to ask you tons of questions. Yes, I'm sorry. Please, go ahead and take him away. At this point, I'm gonna flee from this scene. Whoa, what's that? Huh? Huh? You can't flee at this point. The police are surrounding the premises to make sure the culprit won't flee. No way! You're underestimating the police quite badly. I can't believe you thought you could flee from a scene like this. Of course we're not letting that happen. Oh no! Isn't there anything I could do?
Just give up already, George, the culprit.
So, this is it. Hold on a second.
Huh? What else do you have for us?
I'm terribly sorry for what I've done.
Huh?
I finally realized the severity of what I've done, Kathy. I'm really, really sorry. As you can see, I'm truly sorry. So will you please forgive me?
Huh? Apologizing isn't going to do anything at this point.
Oh, come on, please. I don't mind apologizing 100 or 1,000,000 more times.
It's not about how many times you apologize. It's not happening.
Damn it. Isn't there anything I can do? Oh, that's right. Alan, please, I need you to talk to Kathy and convince her to forgive me. Since you're her boyfriend, you might be able to convince her. Why would I do that? Oh, please, Alan, I beg you. Let me ask, just in case, is there any reason I should protect you? Of course, there's only one reason. You and I have known each other for a long time. I'm sure I've known you longer than Kathy has. Don't you think you and I have a stronger bond? A stronger bond? No way! Besides, the fact that you think knowing someone for a long time will let you do anything you want is what caused you this trouble. No, that wasn't what I meant. You liar! You tried to break into my house because that was your mindset. You ended up breaking up and causing a fire at Kathy's house instead. But why would I protect you when you tried to break into my house? No way! We're teammates and we're a family, right? We've always supported each other. Nope, you're not my teammate or family. You're just someone at work. You've always treated me as if you only cared about yourself, and I've always been sick and tired of it. But you're not even going to be someone at work anymore. Oh no, then what exactly would our relationship be? Of course, you're the perpetrator and I'm the victim. Nothing more and nothing less. Not to mention you burnt down the house that belongs to someone who matters to me the most. Why would I be willing to protect you at all? You'd better regret everything you've done after being thrown into jail.
Alan is exactly right. You ended up ruining my precious house. I won't ever forgive you, even if you apologize to me 1,000,000,000 times.
Damn it! Kathy's burned down house was ultimately covered by her fire insurance, but George was still burdened with over $1,000,000 in damages owed to her. On top of that, he received a 5-year prison sentence for illegal entry and grossly negligent arson. And it seems that, unlike at the company, he has no family-like companions in prison and spends most of his time alone. As for me, Kathy, aren't you starting to get sick of my tiny little condo? You must be eager to move to your new house.
Sure, I'd like to move. But this time, I'm not thinking about a house for me to live in on my own. I'd like to consider a house that I could live with you.
What? Does that mean?
Jeez, don't make me say it.
Will you marry me?
Alan, you're panicking too much.
I'm so happy that I get to live with Kathy. Trouble Busters!
Helen, listen to me. This woman is my soulmate. I'll pay you the alimony, so please divorce me.
What?
Oh, and by the way, 70% of our assets, including living expenses, should be enough when we divide the property.
Welcome home. Hold on. Are
you wearing perfume?
Yeah, sometimes I do. I'm gonna take a bath.
Okay. Wait, did he have perfume with that odor? Surely he isn't cheating on me, right? My name is Helen. I married Chris a year ago, and we've both been working our jobs and making a living. But Chris never ever found a stable job, and my anxiety regarding the situation just keeps growing. Recently, he's been acting suspiciously, which makes me think he might be cheating on me. And that makes my anxiety even worse.
I'm home.
Welcome back. Wait, what? Who is this?
Helen, listen to me.
Of course.
This woman is my soulmate. I'll pay you the alimony, so please divorce me.
What? No. I don't understand the situation at all. Who the hell is this woman?
I'm telling you, she's my soulmate.
No, that's not what I'm asking. What is her name and where is she from and why in the world is she crying? I'm sorry, Mrs. Jackman. I ended up stealing your husband away because of my damn stupid attractiveness. Oh, what?
Her name is Abigail. She's the head manager of the local arcade I often go to.
The arcade? Where do you find the money to frickin' do anything, let alone play more games?
We talked about all sorts of things and became very close, see? And then we started going out to eat and stuff.
Okay, you're just admitting you were cheating on me? How can you talk about that without feeling guilty at all?
Of course, I felt guilty at first. I thought I was doing something terrible to you.
At first.
But then I realized that what I was doing wasn't cheating.
Huh?
Rather, being with you was cheating on this woman.
I'm sorry, I have absolutely no clue as to what you're talking about.
But you do get it, don't you? I feel a strong feeling of compassion coming from deep inside your heart. Yes, you know that Abigail is my legitimate soulmate.
I feel it too.
Based on that, Helen, divorce me, please. I'm gonna be with this goddess who is my fate, my destiny, my whole life.
Am I having a bad dream or something?
Divorce me and watch over our happiness.
Excuse me? Why should I have to watch over your happiness?
Well, think about it. You'd be happier if I was happier with someone else, right?
Maybe that's true, sure, but this whole thing, this is so ridiculous. I was working hard for the sake of us, and you were sneaking around and using our joint savings. But I turned a blind eye to that for so long, didn't I? I genuinely thought that one day you would wake up and do things right. I did everything for our future together, and yet you went and betrayed me like this? Even I have a limit to my patience, bucko. Ma'am? If you get too angry, you'll get more wrinkles, you know? Shut up!
I'm telling you, I'll pay you the alimony. I'll do whatever it takes to take care of any legal matters to settle.
You think all's well that ends well as long as you follow the law? What about me? What about my feelings?
Of course I thought about that too, but it can't be helped, can it? I've met my soulmate after all.
I'm sorry, but I've also met my soulmate. Enough.
Huh?
I said it's enough. I don't need a frickin' bastard like you. I'll divorce you and everything and even more.
I see. Thank you for understanding.
Thank you. I can't believe this. What the hell?
Oh, and by the way, 70% of our assets, including living expenses, should be enough when we divide the property.
Huh?
I'm talking about the property division after we divorce. Neither Abigail nor I have a stable income, you see. I know you'll do the right thing and support us, Helen.
No. What are you talking about? I'm not going to pay for anything, let alone living expenses.
It doesn't work like that. It's natural for someone financially stable to support the livelihoods of the people who aren't, ain't it?
No. Look, we're getting divorced, understand? Do you seriously understand?
I understand, of course, but there are laws like that for all divorcing couples. You, Helen, with your stable income, are legally bound to support us financially until we can become independent.
There's no way there's such a law. Where did this prick get that information? If I remember correctly, you have a high-ranking position at your workplace and is making a decent living, aren't you? I'm looking forward to seeing how much we'll get. For
real? When things settle down, let's go to Florida together.
Yay! I wanna go!
Yahoo!
Both of these apes are batshit crazy. All things considered, though, why should I have to suffer through all this bullshit? I've tried so hard up until now to give us a nice life, but these assholes! Unforgivable! Troublebusters initiate! Oh, I see how it is. Well, if we're talking about the law, we'll have a lawyer join in on the fun and discuss it.
Shall we? Awesome! That shall suit us well.
Lawyer, here comes the lawyer! Well, then I'll contact you when I decide a date and time with the lawyer I'll hire.
10-4.
Good luck to you, ma'am. Ah, my head hurts so much. This is my lawyer.
This is uncalled for, Helen. The hell do you mean by this is my lawyer? He's definitely one of those people. Are you trying to threaten us?
Somebody! Anybody! How rude of you. This is Mr. Gordon. He does look a little scary, but he's a fine lawyer, as you'll see.
Oh, I see.
I will be Mrs. Jackman's lawyer today, folks.
Thank you for your cooperation. He must be one of those people still.
So where shall we begin? If anything, it's regarding the law. Mr. Gordon will answer all your questions.
I see. Well then, of course we should start with the topic of the living expenses.
Yeah.
Mr. Gordon, a few days back, you see, we told Helen that she has an obligation to support us after the divorce, but she's whining that she doesn't have such an obligation. I'm telling her that I'm willing to pay the alimony, but she insists on acting so selfishly. Can you tell her that such an argument just doesn't hold up in the legal world?
Living expenses after divorce?
Yes, sir, that's what the law says, doesn't it? Those who are financially stable are obligated to support the livelihoods of those who are not. It seems she doesn't know such a law exists.
No, there is no such law anywhere, young man.
What? No. Enough joking around, sir. I confirmed with my own eyes there is such a law.
I confirmed it too.
Where did you see this information?
Where? I think it was on an online bulletin board.
Yes, a bulletin board online. An online bulletin board. Well, I guess that's a reasonable place.
Mr. Gordon, sir, I must admit you're going against occupational protocol to side with Helen and lie about this.
I'm not sure what kind of bulletin board you're referring to, but as a professional in the law, I can tell you that no one must pay living expenses after a divorce.
What?
Well, of course there isn't.
But the online bulletin board, that person said they were a lawyer, right?
Yeah, he did say that he did. That's obviously a blatant lie.
You can't be serious, Mr. Gordon.
There isn't. If there is, it applies only if Miss Helen pays of her own volition.
So that means
it's voluntary. I guess it's a scenario where Miss Helen would want to support you two personally for whatever reason. Well, if that would be the case, the law wouldn't be relevant anymore. But it can be said that she's paying you 2 living expenses.
Then, Helen, please, on your own initiative, support us. Please.
Huh? How crazy are you, really? There's no reason for me to support you two assholes.
Well, listen, you'd be happier if I was happier with...
That bullshit again. That's if we were a married couple. If we were living together and supporting each other, your happiness might be my happiness too. But now? What the hell are you smoking every day? Instead of supporting each other, you're unilaterally betraying me. Your happiness is my misfortune, and my misfortune tastes bittersweet as hell.
No way. Sir, is there anything else we could use to ask Helen? For example, well, are there exceptions where obligated living expenses do arise?
Exceptions, eh? A simple example would be living separated from your life and demanding living expenses during the period of separation only. However, even then, if the reason for divorce is your goddamn infidelity, that's out of the question.
No way! Anything else?
There is not. In any case, you cheated on your wife, and there's no way the law would forgive 2 lovebirds trying to escape responsibility for infidelity. You needn't even ask me, a lawyer, about that sort of thing. Just use your head for a second and you'll understand, huh?
Yeah, this prick's head is leaking with oatmeal, so...
Mr. Gordon, what I did in these circumstances, it was not an affair, sir.
No matter how you look at it, it was definitely an affair, bucko.
Yeah, but you see, Abigail is my actual soulmate, and when we met, I just happened to be married to someone else already. So it's not like I was cheating or anything, but rather that Abigail was my predestined love. You know what I'm trying to say, right?
It's like there really is oatmeal filling up that void between your ears.
What?
I don't understand what you're trying to say in the goddamn slightest. More importantly, aren't we talking about the law right now? Let me say this in legal terms. You're just a worthless cheater. That is all.
Now you understand, right? I have no obligation to pay you living expenses. No, I knew I wouldn't from the beginning. Now then, it's time for the next topic at hand.
So that's what's going on. It took a second, but now I get it. You two are in cahoots trying to frame us.
Eh?
I thought it was weird right from the beginning. There's no way there's a lawyer with such a scarred face and such foul-mouthed language. You're just trying to get out of paying money for living expenses by saying random things.
How dare you?
Well now, so I'm a fake, am I? Well, then by all means bring the entire damn constitutions here, for Christ's sake. I'll tell you where exactly everything I'm saying is written. Shake a leg now and bring them here.
Mr. Gordon, have you forgotten about your lawyer's badge?
Oh shit, that's right.
Enough with strange accusations. I wouldn't do anything so troublesome and meaningless as bringing a fake lawyer for something as serious as this. Anyway, can we talk about this now?
Eh?
You didn't forget about the alimony you guys promised to pay me, did you? Surely you didn't, Dave?
Oh, yeah, the alimony. Of course I remember. Shit, I'd actually forgotten about that.
Good. Then I shall make sure you pay me enough, or so help me God.
Of course. About $1,000?
Huh?
What?
1,000 measly bucks for cheating and persuading me to divorce you? I wonder if that was also information written on the online bulletin board.
No, I genuinely think it's about that much. Right, Abigail?
Yeah, that's about my monthly salary from my part-time job, so what the frick is the relationship between your part-time salary and my alimony?
So then how much is it?
Mr. Gordon, if you would be so kind.
Since an adulterous affair is the cause of divorce, the conventional amount is around $20,000 to $30,000.
20 to 30,000? But that's just a ripoff!
No, it's the conventional amount. If you just Google adultery and alimony, bam, you'll have your answer.
Well, since I'm the one defending my client, it won't be cheap, I can be sure of that.
No way!
And alongside the alimony, my client shall also claim the amount of the joint savings that you used up.
What? What the hell is that?
You used up a lot of the joint savings that I had created for our future together, didn't you? Even most of the contributions were done by me. So, seems like I can demand that too if I want to. And I do, so I'll get it all back.
Altogether, it should come to around $50,000.
50 grand? But that's just a rip!
It's not a rip-off, that's a reasonable amount.
And finally,
Don't tell me there's more!
regarding the division of property, this will be done 50-50 regardless of the cause for the divorce.
Oh, 50-50.
Yeah, you definitely don't get it.
But when I say property, I mean the house isn't exactly yours, and assets such as the car and the furniture were things that Miss Helen originally owned. Plus, there are no security deposits, and you've embezzled most of your joint savings with Helen. So I guess you can just assume that there won't be any big gain on your part whatsoever.
Huh? What do you mean?
You pricks pay my client $50,000 and this story is adjourned.
What? No way! 50 grand? There's no way I have any chance of...
There ain't no way! 50 grand? You don't mean I have to pay that too? Wait, so half of 15,000 is 5,000? No. Girl, what kind of math is you doing, eh?
What do we do, Abigail? I didn't think this would happen.
Listen, Chris.
Whoa, what's up?
I just had a really good thinking session and, well, I think we weren't soulmates to begin with.
What? What are you on about all of a sudden?
Well, when I look at Miss Helen, she seems really reliable, and I think she's the right person for you, Chris. Miss Helen, I'm sorry for my overly aggressive lovemaking to your husband. I won't have anything to do with Chris anymore.
Abigail?
So I wonder, could you perhaps demand all the money from him only? Huh? What's this all of a sudden? So Chris wasn't your soulmate after all? Scary. Once you realize you can't get the better end of the stick, you suddenly change your mind. Just look at your soulmate's face. You can literally see his soul drifting up from his mouth. Poor guy. But I honestly agree. I don't think Chris is your soulmate either, because if he truly was your soulmate, you wouldn't have other men, now would you?
Other men?
No. Well, what are you suddenly bringing up, Miss Helen? Oh, just playing dumb is a waste of time, so you can skip that part by all means. I already knew everything, you understand? Everything? You've been so damn suspicious from the start anyway. That's what I thought, so I asked Mr. Gordon to introduce me to a good detective, and I had him investigate all sorts of things. You can't be serious. And holy guacamole, Chris, this woman you said was your predestined soulmate is seeing other men besides you.
No, please, stop saying bullshit, Ellen, please.
And there are 4 of these other men.
What? 4 men? So 5 men if you include me?
Yeah, that's true, buddy. Good job.
Abigail, explain yourself.
Shut the frick up!
What?
You, my predestined soulmate? Don't be ridiculous. Ah, the final blow. At this age, you don't have a frickin' stable job? You told me that you could live comfortably with your wife's money, so I went along with you hoping to live a decent life. But what the frick is this mess? $50,000? I can't believe this.
So when you said that you loved me, was that a lie?
I don't love you or hate you, you bastard.
But why?
Okay, this is so pathetic. Seeing such a pathetic couple is not something many people can boast about very often. Let's take a picture.
What an awful kerfuffle. 0 out of 10 not worth watching.
Well, so please send any demands to Chris. All the alimony and whatnot. Or more to the point, do we two even need to get divorced at all? What? See, because Chris and I don't have anything to do with each other anymore, now you two can shut the goddamn frick up. You don't need him anymore, so you're gonna give him back after all? How much longer do you have to objectify people before you feel satisfied, eh, bitch? I don't need this maggot either. You two will pay for what you did. I'm not going to show mercy, so I suggest you prepare yourself for the worst. Well, you can leave now, but don't you dare think you'd ever run away from me. Please excuse me. God damn, you're so pathetic, Chris. You looked so pathetic that I took a damn picture, for God's sake. Gonna make more excuses? Let it be known, no matter what you say, it'll only add to your shame. I want to ask you one thing. If I said I'd pay for your living expenses, what would you have done?
What would I have?
Don't tell me you really were planning to live off of the money from your ex-wife and live with a new woman.
Well, see, that's because I thought there was a law that made it possible.
No, forget about the law for a second. Didn't you ever think it was the worst thing for a man to do?
No!
This is just absolutely perfect. To even think I was married to a man like this for a year. I was so stupid.
I just thought I'd found my soulmate, you know? Is it really that terrible to fall in love with someone?
Yeah, no, that's not the point.
Tell me what I fricking did wrong!
Wait, does he seriously not know the answer to that? If I really had to say what you did wrong, I'd have to say it's literally everything.
Everything?
You jump around from job to job without ever settling down, and while you're at it, you spend the family savings for your own goddamn benefit. And even more so, you mistook your average street-side hooker as your soulmate and get all excited like an idiot.
Helen!
And then you forget all the favors I've done for you up until now and think everything will just be restored with a divorce? And I have to support you because there was a law that stipulated that?
Please, I get it now.
And the source of that information was an online bulletin board? How stupid are you? It's only natural that a woman would dump you like that. Here you go, your face after your soulmate dumped you. Pathetic. I'll just make this my wallpaper instead.
Well, I guess it's time to call it a day.
I agree, sir. Thank you so much. I'll say this again. I'm not going to show mercy, and you better tell yourself and that woman to prepare yourselves. Assuming you can get in touch with her, that is. Goodbye.
Wait a minute.
What?
I finally figured it out.
Figured what out?
That you're the woman I was destined to be with after all, Helen. I'm such a useless person, so I need a reliable person like you to be at my side, you see? I need you to stay. Please don't abandon me, Helen. Even at this stage, you still rely on people like a damn baby? How much do you... Yikes!
Enough already. You're still trying to force me into your pointless life? Once I retrieve the damn alimony, I'll never have anything to do with you again. That'll be all.
Helen!
After that, with the help of Mr. Gordon, I was able to complete the procedures for divorce and claim the alimony in the shortest time possible. Chris moved to an old rundown apartment and is living the life of barely making ends meet, paying alimony every month on his meager wages from dispatch work to physical labor. This lifestyle will likely continue for many more years, and Abigail is also working multiple part-time jobs to pay off the alimony. I hope they both genuinely regret to their heart's content that they made me so angry and vengeful. Meanwhile, I was thinking that I would concentrate on my work for a while, now that I'm free from all the hassle, but...
Miss Helen, how about dinner together tomorrow evening?
Sure, Mr. Gordon. Maybe this incident was the opportunity for me to meet my soulmate. Troublebusters.
I am Sanderson of the Aegis Law Firm. Seems like you're having an affair. On behalf of my client, I demand $50,000 in alimony.
Huh? Sanderson? There's no one of that name working in my office, sir.
Huh? What a stupid thing to say.
My apologies. Allow me to introduce myself. Apologize! My name is Melanie. I'm a part-time housewife who is very disliked by my neighbor, Mrs. Ashley Cooper. I deeply apologize. I'm so sorry that a leaf from my property flew into your garden. You may think it's just a leaf, but from my perspective, it's the same as having trash thrown into our yard. And other than that, I'm sorry for sending the scent of curry over your way. Miss Cooper, I'm sorry that my sneezing is so loud. Her complaints continued every day. What? Until finally, she made one that was too far over the line.
I am Sanderson of the Aegis Law Firm. Seems like you're having an affair. On behalf of my client, I demand $50,000 in alimony.
What? You goddamn whore! You sure have the nerve of stealing my husband? What? I will never forgive you! I was wondering what she'd tell me today, but cheating? Me cheating? Huh? What? Looks like Mrs. Thompson and Mr. Cooper. What the hell? That's the worst. Is this the behind-the-scenes truth of such a rich woman? This is diabolical, Mrs. Thompson. As of today, you're finished, bitch.
You destroyed the family of another. Naturally, you shall get what you deserve.
I am innocent. I love Alan, my husband, and no one else. I dare not have an affair whatsoever. And yet, here we are. I suppose serious, composed women like you are most prone to cheat. Disgusting!
A serious woman loyal to her husband has an affair? You cannot deceive the eyes on my face, ma'am. I am a lawyer, after all.
Ah, a lawyer, he says. The real deal. I never thought that I would be able to see someone demand another alimony in a place so close by. We ought to let everyone know right now. As a woman, being disloyal to your husband is absolutely unacceptable. This is bad. A woman here calling forth fellow reinforcements on the phone, another woman there recording a video, some more women behind me standing at the entrance to my house so that I wouldn't get away. I'm surrounded by enemies and I have no way to run. I am literally sieged as though I was the Bastille. I trusted you and my husband too. The poor dear Mrs. Cooper. Rest assured, everyone is on your side, honey. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. This is insane. This is a misunderstanding. I barely even know what her husband looks like. How could I have an affair with someone like that? Cheating women often act like that, bitch.
I'm telling you, we have the evidence, you see?
Sure, but even so, I don't remember what I don't remember. But it seems like everyone here thinks I'm an unfaithful wife. Maybe having a lawyer here makes it far more persuasive of a situation. But taking things this far? The fact that a lawyer is here means that there's a certain chance of them winning. Huh? Wait, could this be? The false accusation of my infidelity, which I have no recollection, the presence of a lawyer, Ashley's feelings towards me. There are still a lot of things left unclear, but I feel like I finally understand their purpose for coming here. Everything is a lie. Unforgivable. Troublebusters, initiate. You make such a fuss about my infidelity, but of course there is solid evidence, I assume. Obviously. If there wasn't, why the hell would I call a lawyer? Is that so? I see. Mr. Sanderson, was it?
Indeed.
You seem to be acting pretty rough as well, especially for a lawyer.
By which you mean?
No lawyer would go around making a fuss about alleged adultery in front of such a large crowd.
That's just how I personally do things. I've always thought that people who commit adultery should just be eradicated from society.
That's a formidable sense of justice. You've made this into a catastrophe already. Of course you're prepared for the possibility that it turns out to be a false accusation. I hope.
Prepared? I'm afraid I don't follow.
Thanks to you and your client making a racket at my front door, all the people in the neighborhood are looking at me with disdain. Some people are already tweeting about this incident on multiple social media accounts, I assume. This behavior itself is defamation. What's so funny?
Defamation? You honestly believe that such a commonly used term that anyone would use would deter me? It's so shallow, and it seems that you have no regrets at all.
I declare this situation a case of deliberate defamation for malice aforethought. Public. An unspecified number of people are listening to slander and libel, as is the case in the present moment. And furthermore, such slander and libel may be viewed by an even larger number of people. An example of such a situation that is better than where we find ourselves doesn't exist. You point the finger at me, declaring I am having an affair. This is called factual defamation and refers to the defamation of specific facts about the victim. Defamation cannot be established without facts, or more specifically, detailed facts. If you do have evidence of the alleged affair, it needs to be able to determine the truth or falsity of the accusation. And we're telling you we have the evidence. Well, let's see it then.
The evidence is me.
Huh? I was suspicious of your affair with my husband and consulted Mr. Sanderson.
Mrs. Cooper was quite worried, so I suggested that we follow her husband.
Follow the perpetrator with your client?
That's when we saw you and your lover go into a hotel, and the suspicions were confirmed.
Is it possible to show said evidence objectively with photos or videos?
I, the lawyer here, have seen it myself. That is enough.
No, that's unreasonable.
Why is that?
Because there's a chance it may be a false testimony.
I'm a lawyer, ma'am. There's no way I'd lie in the name of the law.
That's right. Just admit your sins and pay the $50,000 in alimony. I don't think a lawyer's words can be recognized as the same as objective physical evidence.
That's because you don't understand the social status and credibility of lawyers in general.
That's right. Lawyers are respected. And such a respected person in saying that they saw the affair in action. So that's evidence, all right? Understand? Aegis Law Firm. You seem to be working at quite a large firm.
That's why my words carry all the more weight.
But it's strange, isn't it?
What's strange about it?
Excuse me? Your existence is strange, sir.
What codswallop are you talking about?
There's no one of your name working in my office, sir.
What a stupid thing to say.
My apologies. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Melanie Thompson of the Aegis Law Firm.
What?
Melanie? Since when were you a lawyer? Always have been, my sweet. It's a big office, after all. Maybe I just don't know you personally.
That's right, I don't believe we've met before.
Is that so?
I promise it is. I didn't know you personally either.
Maybe it's a common thing in big law firms. Now, if we can please move on. Wait a moment. There are no lawyers who trail their clients' spouses for any reason, not just in our firm, but in general.
That's my sense of justice at work.
Nope. Isn't that outside the scope of a lawyer's actions and jurisdiction?
You're free to think so, but I'd rather not have you force it upon me.
It would be much more of a problem if you acted on your own without following the occupational protocol. And I'm going to make this a problem.
Make this a problem? What do you mean?
Reprimanding someone who doesn't follow company policy is a natural course of action for someone involved, isn't it? Worst case scenario, it could become a credibility issue. And unless you refrain from acting on your own without the director's permission, I'll call my firm for now.
Wait a minute.
What the devil? What's the matter?
I get it. I'm sorry about my actions this time, truly. I regret that my sense of justice got out of control.
You're free to do that, but that doesn't mean this isn't a case that can be forgotten right here, right now.
Hey now, stop it! For now, put away your phone. Put it away.
That's not important right now. You're outside of the office. Let's deal with this case.
That's right. Don't look away from the main task at hand.
That's a bummer. I didn't want people to rely on me for ridiculous things or shun me if I said I was a lawyer. So I didn't say much about my profession, but... Giving up? If things continue like this, people will start to misunderstand that Melanie Thompson from the Aegis Law Firm is an adulterous lawyer. Actually, I'm sure that's a reality now. Well, as I previously mentioned, I'm going to take you all down with a lawsuit for defamation. And you, ladies, Mrs. Sherman, Mrs. O'Donnell, you stand by the door forbidding me from entering my house. When did I permit you to enter my property? You two are trespassing, and I shall make that into a problem as well. But being adulterous is unacceptable. Those who invade people's residences, buildings, and/or property without a valid reason and do not leave despite being asked to do so will be punished with imprisonment of up to 3 years or a fine of up to $1,000. What? You two are an eyesore, so I will report you to the police. Oh, lawyers are scary. We're sorry. Oh, please don't sue us. Seems rather quiet now, don't you think? You two vermin are finished. Now, before we proceed, allow me to press record. You'll be recording?
That shouldn't be necessary, should it?
Of course I would record our conversation here to prevent future skirmishes over what's been said and what's not been said. Who wouldn't?
Well, I suppose.
But you don't have to do that if you simply admit that you had an affair with my husband. Ahem. The evidence of the affair is too weak if it's just the eyewitness statements of you, Mrs. Cooper, and you, Mr. Sanderson. You call yourself a lawyer, Sanderson, but you don't even know that? Well, I guess you wouldn't know.
Please, don't do...
Because, Sanderson, you're not even a lawyer.
Huh?
You're impersonating a lawyer, aren't you, Mr. Amateur?
Excuse me? Say anything more without evidence and I shall sue you for defamation.
You two are the ones being sued for defamation.
What's wrong with telling the truth?
The evidence is too weak to claim that it is the truth. What I can say for sure now is that because of your slander and libel, based on non-existent evidence, have lowered the victim's reputation, and it's being made more and more public as we speak. This has developed into a situation where the locals have a terrible impression of me now, and, as expected perhaps, people are saying whatever they want without checking the information. Even if it's true, it is unnecessarily damaging the victim's reputation. There is no escaping the charge of defamation. No way!
Either way, isn't it a bit much to be charged with a crime?
Defamation in the case of a civil matter requires a payment of around $10,000 as compensation.
Around $10,000?
And in criminal cases, the penalty is up to 3 years in prison, a fine of up to $5,000, and that applies to anyone who publicly exposes a fact about someone and damages someone's reputation in the process, regardless of whether the fact is true or not. Up to 3 years in prison or confinement, a fine of up to $5 grand shall be charged unto you.
Is this seriously?
Seriously, the law can be both the cure and the poison. This is what happens when you don't do a proper investigation and pick a fight with a professional lawyer.
Ashley.
The hell are you getting all weak for? Maybe we'll lose some money in the end, but all's well that ends well if we just get the alimony.
But our enemy is the real deal.
If the affair is real and true, we can demand alimony. I have a lawyer on my side too, and if we win, I'll make you pay big time. But I believe Mr. Sanderson just covertly admitted he is not a real lawyer. He's a real lawyer! This conversation is being recorded. The more lies and misinformation you say, the worse your position will become, you see? Shut up! Pay the $50,000 now! My, what a stubborn creature. I'm merely asserting my rights. You have no right to say anything to me. If only that were true, fair maiden. Shut the hell up! Damn you! All the other moms and their husbands freaking pamper you so goddamn much. It's disgusting. I can't stand seeing you getting more noticed than I am. I thought you'd leave if I complained to you about literally everything, but you stubbornly continue to stay. Well, even if you say all this, ma'am. In any case, you've cheated once or twice, I'm sure. Collecting evidence is too much of a freaking hassle. Admit it, you bitch! Ah, I see. So the suspicions about me having an affair were just delusions after all. Frick you! Admit it, you whore! And get out of this town! No one needs a sleazebag like you who goes about sleeping with people's husbands. Then everything will be settled. May the world be at peace. Very well, to court we shall go. What? You don't seem to understand how selfish and diabolical your actions are. As I mentioned before, as is the same with defamation, Sanderson was lying about being a lawyer, so he'll be charged with the crime of misrepresentation. And you conjuring a non-existent affair and demanding an unjust claim of alimony is legitimate fraud. If it goes to court, your husband will find out. Sanderson, if you have a wife, it would be the same, you understand?
That's a problem.
You idiot! What are you? Oh, a problem, is it? So it seems that you two were the ones who had an adulterous relationship?
No, that was just a slip of the tongue.
And so you said the truth, didn't you?
No. Ashley and I...
You're too nervous. You sit down and shut up. Continuing on, if we go to court, your workplace will find out too.
What?
I mean, of course, the court will summon you in whatever way they can. When the trial begins, they'll ask why the two of you were so determined to bring about my downfall. At that time, will you be able to deceive the judges and jury without exposing your relationship to the public? There's no hiding anything. Sanderson and I have nothing but a relationship of lawyer and client. As though that's of any difference. It's obvious that Sanderson is not a real lawyer. No, that's not true. That's not true. Do elaborate. In the same way you don't know him, he didn't know you either. As such, who's to say you aren't a fake lawyer too? If you have any doubts, why don't you just call the Aegis law firm? No thanks, I'm good. Why though? This doesn't help you or me. Ah, I get it. Yes? I'll let you off the hook this time. Huh? I've never done anything that ever got me on the hook.
Please let us off the hook.
Hey, stand strong, you bastard!
I don't want to go to court. I shall withdraw myself from this situation, so please let me off the hook.
No, I will not. As a professional lawyer myself, I feel very disappointed and ashamed that someone like you claims you are one when you're clearly not. On top of that, you've caused a big commotion outside. A simple, "Hey guys, Sanderson here, false alarm, my frickin' bad," ain't going to resolve anything. I shall show the true power of the most powerful profession in a nation of law.
Save me!
Hey, Melanie? I'll just let you off with a warning this time around. Good day to you. And mark my words, I will expunge you from this town. And I shall not hold back in the slightest, so prepare yourself. You're still saying that bullshit? Enough already. Nothing will ever be enough. You think you can get away with causing a catastrophe and suing me? What the hell? Are you serious? Just apologize obediently like you always do. It's a pain to have trouble with a mom friend of mine, and if I could calm things down by giving in, I would've. Indeed, and in fact, that's what I've been doing up until now. Then, for the future, you pipe down. You've crossed a line. And when it comes to that, I have no choice but to fight back. Don't say things like that. Let's just let it go. I refuse. You really don't have a sense of crisis. Do you seriously think that you'll be able to be saved tomorrow? And I'm apologizing to you. No, you're not. There's no need for any further discussion. The next time we'll meet, it will be in the courtroom. That you introduced a fake lawyer, that you publicly defamed me for something without any supporting evidence whatsoever, that you maliciously tried to unfairly charge alimony. No matter what it was that you did to me, I have no intention of forgiving you for slandering me, and I have no intention of giving in either. I will cover your damn calendar with the fists of ice and fire, which are my way of calling criminal and civil lawsuits, respectively. Prepare yourself. Listen, sorry about this. Yes, I can't hear you. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I've actually been scared. I was so scared. It's too late now. I don't want to go to court. If I do, I'll be too embarrassed to walk around in this town. And who, pray tell, was it that accused someone of being an adulterous wife and made them a laughingstock in the aforementioned town? Please, I'll tell my friends that it was a misunderstanding on my part. That would only work if you barged into my house with 2 or 3 friends of yours, and I would consider alleviating your punishment. But I was exposed to the curious eyes of paparazzi, and it will be very difficult, impossible even, to restore my reputation. And even in the private discussion, your abuse towards me never frickin' ceased. And at the very least, we will have to go to court and prove that what you said was a lie as a public record. Who would have thought such a catastrophe? Frickin' enough, I never did shit, but if I am backed into a corner, well, despair gives courage to a coward. I will not let anyone involved, man or woman, young or old, walk away from this unscathed. Calm down. Let's convince everyone together. You were the cause of all this. I then immediately dragged Ashley and Sanderson to court and proved that I never had an affair in the first place. From here on, I have the wheel. Ashley was fined $4,000 for defamation due to spreading false rumors. And because she had attempted to defraud me of my money, she was charged with fraud and perjury, while she was unfortunately spared a prison sentence and was given a period of probation, giving her the handsome gift of a criminal record. Sanderson was also fined and punished the same way, and because he claimed he was a lawyer when he wasn't, talk about him violating the Lawyers Act is now in motion. All the other people who spread false rumors about me were also charged with defamation. I requested the disclosure of information for the social media posts, and by persistently pursuing them, justice was able to catch them and punish them all in one fell swoop. After that, the case moved to civil court and the real compensation began. All the scoundrels involved were convicted and charged the amount I had hoped. I can't tell you how satisfied I was to see with my own eyes what happens when you irresponsibly plot someone's downfall. And, as expected, it turned out that Sanderson and Ashley were having an affair, which was publicly revealed through the court case.
We're divorcing. I'll demand $30,000 in alimony, and I'll hire Mrs. Thompson as my lawyer.
No, please forgive me. We're divorcing. I'll demand $30,000 in alimony and I'll hire Melanie as my lawyer.
No, no, no! I don't want to see that crouching tigress with glasses anymore!
Not only did they have to pay some amount of damages for defaming me and get a criminal record, but they now also have to pay for a huge amount of alimony. Well, it's just their own fault that they're getting what he deserves. Now that everything was settled, I've moved to where my husband Alan works. The director of Aegis Law Firms introduced me to a law firm called Spider Law Office, and I'm going to work hard on my new job. Trouble Busters!
Hello? Now you finally answer the phone. Explain yourself, Melanie. Locking the gate? I wasn't notified about this. Here, take care of this, okay? Huh? 1,000 ballpoint pens? Please put it on the PTA account. You bought so many pens last week as well, Miss Linda. It was necessary. We are friends, right? Understood, ma'am. My name is Melanie. I'm a part-time housewife who manages a civil engineering company alongside my husband, Alan. There are times when I'm unable to attend PTA meetings, and since then I've been under the radar of the big boss mama, PTA chairman Linda Atkinson. Miss Linda, what are you doing? I'm helping you, Melanie. Helping me? If I went to the pay-to-use parking lot, you'd have a few problems. It's more of a problem if people parked here without permission, ma'am. I'm parking for your sake, Melanie. You shut up and be grateful. I don't recall asking you to park here. Please park somewhere else. I'll park here forever. You're very welcome. Miss Linda went on to park in my office's parking lot without permission, as if it were a matter of course. However, I ended up going on a week-long family trip and... Hello? Now you finally answer the phone. Explain yourself, Melanie. Locking the gate? I wasn't notified about this. I contacted you about how I was going away on a trip and asked you to move your car. You freaking selfish bitch. Come and lock the gate right now. Can't do that. I won't be able to go home for another 3 days. Then let your employees open it. Everyone has taken the day off, and besides, I'm the only one with the key to the gate. Melanie, you still don't understand your position, do you? Position, ma'am? I'm the PTA chairman. Would you be willing to risk your entire family being unable to stay in town? That's a problem. Such a shame. If you'd obeyed me, we could have lived in peace. Miss Linda, what are you thinking? Thanks to you, I'm in a lot of trouble right now. This is a crime. I'm going to report you to the police right now. That's a bit overboard. I'll forgive you if you kneel to me in apology and pay me $30,000 in damages. 30 grand? That much? I'm in huge trouble. I can't use my damn car because of you. But in the first place, we are friends, right? You want to continue to be friends with me, right? Pay it properly, okay? That night, I couldn't sleep thinking about too many things. Even though it's been a long time since we went on a family trip, I'm still preoccupied with angering Miss Linda.
Melanie, are you awake?
Yeah, I can't sleep for some reason.
Me neither. It's been a while since we've gone someplace. I'm too excited.
Me too, honey. So I didn't want Alan to worry, so I lied.
They say it's possible to see so many stars from this part of the hotel.
No, I can't. It's too ridiculous.
What's ridiculous?
Talking to myself, honey. It's like we're on another honeymoon. And I was worried that it would be strange for me to apologize to Miss Linda and pay her damages.
Did we see such a beautiful starry sky during your honeymoon?
Yes, a little.
Melanie, are you okay?
I just feel so moved. And it made me sad to think that I would have to keep turning a blind eye to such unreasonable situations.
There's no need to hold back for someone else's sake if it's too much, Melanie. Honey.
You're right, Alan. It's ridiculous.
Be honest with me, Melanie, okay?
I was shaking with anger, wondering why I had to care so much about my relationship with Miss Linda.
Honey, you're worried about something, aren't you?
Uh-huh. No, I'm not worried, honey. There's no need for you to worry.
I know, Melanie. Even if you're trying not to show it, you've been a little emotionally unstable during the trip.
You see right through me, don't you?
I do. What happened?
This car's been parked in our office's parking lot for a long time, and
I thought it was one of the employees' car, but I guess it isn't?
that car belongs to Linda Atkinson, the chairman of the school PTA.
The same woman who often calls the company?
For the first time, I confessed to Alan about her unauthorized parking.
We need to punish that kind of unreasonable behavior, honey.
But I'm intimidated by Miss Linda's dominance.
You can tell right from wrong without fail. Be confident that you'll be just fine.
I hesitated when I thought about trying to keep an element of hostility in the elementary school from happening, and
Is that okay with you?
actually, Alan and I graduated from the same university's Faculty of Law. I knew what constituted a crime, and I knew what was wrong here. Yeah, I cannot forgive it.
We know how to fight, and I will support you with everything I have.
I won't run away anymore. I'll fight against Miss Linda. Now that it's decided, unforgivable. Troublebusters initiate. When we got home, we took pictures of her car, which had been parked there without permission. Began collecting evidence. We also decided to ask for the cooperation of the company's corporate lawyer. Melanie, reflect on yourself, eh? Give me $30,000. I refuse. If you don't hand it over, you'll definitely be arrested.
You're under arrest.
Listen, bitch, you should be grateful that I offered to forgive you if you paid me 30 grand. I would rather you express your gratitude for using our parking lot all this time. I thought I said I was using it for your sake. It was a kindness. A kindness would be to go to a pay-to-use parking lot. What if I do that? Our useless accountant will have something to say. The problem is that you use PTA fees for personal affairs in the first place. I've been in the PTA for 6 years, but you're new to everything, eh? The number of years of experience doesn't matter. What's bad is bad. No one will believe anything a newbie like you will say. I am the PTA chairman. There's no obligation to pay you any compensation, and I will not comply. You ignorant baboon! Would you be willing to risk your entire family being unable to stay in town? If anyone here is ignorant, it's you, Miss Linda. Your company will also be hurt because of you yourself. Shake a leg and kneel down to me and apologize. I will not apologize. You want to get arrested?
You're under arrest.
Wait, are you serious? Of course I'm freaking serious. If you don't want to be arrested, give me the freaking goddamn money.
The police are not allowed to intervene in civil matters. You understand? You claim you would arrest Melanie for closing the gate and making it impossible for your car to get out, right?
That's right.
Is that so? Now allow our very own corporate lawyer here to explain something to you. The act of closing the gate to prevent cars from getting out could potentially be in breach of a citizen's right to demand damages.
I told you. Looks like you're under arrest.
However, since this is strictly a civil case, the police are not allowed to intervene.
No use trying to escape by using difficult words. If you still don't understand, it seems like the only thing you can do is ask for clarification.
You're not even a real police officer, are you? Well...
He is too a real police officer.
That's right, I am. If you say anything that insults a police officer, I'll arrest you for real.
Yeah, we'll make you regret it. So could you please show me the warrant for my arrest again?
I will not show you anything, per your instructions.
Isn't it just that you simply cannot show it for whatever reason? What are you saying? He can show you.
But...
Show it to them.
there's a lawyer in our presence.
Do it! There shouldn't be any more doubts about this.
Hold on, this arrest warrant hasn't been authorized. An arrest warrant without the support of a judge is invalidated.
It's a mistake that a police officer would understand.
Miss Atkins, who is the person you brought with you?
Even if you ask me who it is. You have committed many crimes that would attract the attention of the real police in any case, Miss Linda. I'm innocent. I haven't committed any crime. You're so cowardly to tell such a disgusting lie. What sin do you say I made, eh? Isn't it cruel to be treated like a criminal even though you haven't done anything? First, there's the matter of unauthorized parking. There should be nothing wrong with me using your company's parking lot. Such an ignorant woman. Mr. Carlton, if you please.
Of course, Miss Atkins' act of parking your car without official authorization is an act that violates criminal law. More specifically, subject to charges of trespassing and forceful obstruction of business operations.
Oh, shut up. I talked to Melanie about parking there, so that shouldn't be any problem.
If a person enters someone's building without a legitimate reason and does not vacate the building despite being requested to do so, they will be sentenced to imprisonment for up to 3 years or a fine of up to $1,000.
I never authorized you to enter the company's premises, and I repeatedly asked you to move your car. I parked my car there for your sake, Melanie. Why am I guilty of a crime?
As for the crime of forcible obstruction of business operations, those who can use force to obstruct another person's business are punished with up to 3 years imprisonment for a fine of up to $5,000.
Thanks to your parking, the business of transporting materials from the gate becomes cumbersome, and there have been times when there weren't enough parking spaces for visitors.
In addition, the crime of forcible obstruction of business includes repeated phone calls. Melanie was always so busy, but you kept calling her and calling her.
Textbook example of annoying phone calls. You rude sacks of shit! I was probably doing it on the grounds of PTA business. It's not my fault. And you tell them too.
Yeah, it's your fault, understand? By the way, pretending to be a police officer is also a crime. This falls under Clause S5460, Paragraph 1 of the Crimes Act 1900 NSW.
You'll have to bear the blame because of Miss Linda.
If you also don't want to get caught, it's better for you to apologize immediately.
If you apologize properly, I shall forgive you. What shall you do? Enough bullshit! I brought the police with me.
And why isn't the arrest warrant authorized?
The police are legally forbidden to interfere. Why did you come anyway?
I'm so sorry. I had no choice but to do it because Miss Linda forced me to.
Hey, Clark! What are you talking about?
I really didn't want to do this. Please forgive me.
Don't blame me. You were also on the board, weren't you? What were you on board about, Mr. Clark?
Weren't you forced to be involved in a tricks, Bunny? That's right, sure. I actually knew it was a bad thing.
Clark, you just shut up right now.
You've always pushed me to better myself, and I thought I could rely on you. But bad things are bad.
Melanie is the one at fault. Don't be fooled, Clark. I'm not at fault here. It's your fault for causing me trouble.
Miss Linda, Melanie isn't in the wrong here. Let's stop doing this, yeah?
Don't betray me, you coward.
Which one is more cowardly, eh?
I'm so disappointed in you.
That's my line. I really shouldn't have let you do this. I heard that it would be an easy way to make money. Well, this is a whole other ball game. By money, do you mean the 30 grand in damages that Miss Adkins demanded?
How did you even come up with that amount in the first place? Do you even understand the meaning of compensation for damages? I understand it, that's why I'm saying all this. I suffered a good deal because I couldn't use my car. Frickin' pay up already. Mr. Carlton, explain to us about compensation for damages.
Compensation for damages is a form of retribution paid by a person who has caused damage to another person due to a debt, default, or illegal act.
That means that you can claim for the amount of damage caused.
The price you demand is the same amount of money to fly around the world first class on a plane.
Going around in my car is comparable to first class. Even if it costs you extra money to move around, it's still an unreasonable amount.
Isn't trying to get someone a large sum of money that you don't need to pay legitimate extortion?
It's not extortion, it's a demand. Do you slime bags understand the meaning of extortion?
Extortion refers to the act of receiving or obtaining monetary property by blackmailing or threatening someone.
I'm not asking you. Mr. Carlton, please continue. What will happen to as a punishment for extortion?
It is punishable by up to 10 years in prison, which is a heavier punishment than physical threats or blackmail. So if we pay you, you may have to face punishment for extortion, Miss Adkins. Even if you do not pay, it will still seem as an attempted extortion.
Seems your crimes have increased.
Don't tell me. Does that mean I'm an accomplice? Judging from your conversation with Miss Linda, I think you've had an intention of defrauding us of money as well. I repent, sir. I really thought it was terrible. According to Section 223 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, when 2 or more people jointly commit a crime, it is considered a joint act, and everything will be seen as a crime.
In other words, since you were an accomplice, you must also be punished, Mr. Clark.
Miss Linda told me that she had something interesting to tell me. It's all her fault.
You shut up before I smack you across your big mouth. Shut up! Now you see the true situation. I'd like to hear an apology from you now. Like hell I'm going to apologize. I also had a hard time because I couldn't use my car. I don't think that would have happened if you hadn't parked without permission. Miss Linda, you were parked here without permission for a month, right? It wasn't without permission, but that's how much I was parking there for your sake. Around here, the market price to pay for used parking lot is $5 an hour. So what? Calculating from that amount, if you can pay $3,600 for 1 month's usage fee, I will pass it up this time. Our children are familiar with each other as classmates. What say you? No way! You pricks must be talking bullshit! This lawyer is also a fake! Is that so? That's too bad.
We're not talking bullshit!
But you don't have any proof!
Melanie and I both graduated from law school, so we know at least a little about the law.
I knew from the beginning that what you were doing was a crime. What? But there's also a sense of respectability in daily life, and I didn't want to make it a police incident. What a shame. It's a lie. All of it. I don't believe it. Miss Linda, it's all the truth. Wake up now. You're a liar. It's disgusting that such a liar is in charge of the PTA's accounting. I'm sure you don't keep track of the accounts as well, do you? It must be full of mistakes. I'm getting fed up with this. Oh, I know. I'll bring this up on the agenda at the next PTA meeting. You should be blamed for being a lying, cheating excuse of an accountant. If anyone is lying about the PTA's money, it's you, isn't it? What do you mean? Do not be stupid now. It seems that some money claiming to be meeting fees was often used, but no matter who I asked, I did not hear any tidings of meetings held. What was that money being used for? Shut up! After all, I'm the chairman. There's a lot going on. That's not an answer.
I'm sorry! I knew it was being overused.
Why are you apologizing again?
Miss Linda always buys me this delicious food, so I can't help but allow her to spoil me.
Clark, shut the frick up! Perhaps you were working using it for a potential affair between the two of you? My relationship with Clark is none of your business. It is to my business because PTA membership fees are involved. If there was a problem here, it's you to blame. Why? If you had kept track of the accounts accurately, there wouldn't be any problems. If only you had done exactly as I said. One look at these receipts and no one would be able to do what you say, Miss Linda. Why do they all have the same handwriting even though they're all from different stores? It's just a coincidence. Just your misunderstanding, right? You're a habitual perpetrator of fraudulent use of PTA membership fees, eh? Shut up! Everything will all be better if I move the car away from here, right? As she could no longer reply, she simply ran away, getting into her car and turned on the engine. However, what was she thinking? I have no idea. Perhaps she was just upset. She parked on the road and sighed in front of the gate. I'll be parking here from today onwards, for your sake. The car was in the way, blocking the passage of the office's employees. Now you be good people and understand what will happen if you give me your stupid opinions. If you do that, you'll really get arrested, ma'am. No one would listen to anything a liar says.
This is illegal parking. The violation section 1786 of the Code of Ordinance.
Miss Linda, if you want to stay in this town, please move your car immediately. Hell no, you are the one who won't be in town much longer. I'd already notified the police. I gave her some advice and hoped she would change her mind, but I'm so disappointed. Why the police? I didn't do anything wrong. Melanie, come on now, vouch for me. Me, Miss Linda? But you're innocent, right? I only parked here because Melanie told me I could park here. I didn't say anything like that. She didn't listen to me when I told her to move her car, and it caused a heap of trouble for us. Please, Melanie, I'll even pay you the $3,600. Let's make a deal here. I'll cancel the matter of making it private, ma'am. Please reflect on yourself carefully. I'm so sorry. We're friends, right? Miss Linda, if you don't reflect on what you did, it won't be good for your future. Shut up! God damn, you're such a cold person. I shouldn't have made you a PTA accountant. It's too late to regret it. And that's how Linda Atkinson was taken into police custody, after not only evidence for illegal parking, but also evidence of embezzling PTA money surfaced. After that, she could no longer stay in town and decided to move away. Apparently her husband found out about her affair and issued a divorce. I heard through rumors that she's currently working hard in some other city to pay not only compensation for me, but also her alimony to her husband. Our son also graduated from school, and I've successfully completed my term as a PTA accountant.
You sure got pretty popular at the elementary school, huh?
It's all thanks to my PTA participation.
I think everyone was really troubled by the chairman's tyranny.
So it would seem, yes.
I heard that the PTA officers are grateful to you for what you did.
Everyone actually had doubts about Miss Linda, what she was doing, but no one could say anything and felt so frustrated. Thanks to Alan's help, I can now rest assured everything's all right. After that, several people came forward to sue Miss Linda. She's now been charged with several crimes and has been appropriately punished. I was able to fight because of you, Alan.
It was too unreasonable after all.
That's true. Just being patient won't solve the problem. Troublebusters. Mom! Oh, Mira, darling, and Mr. Allen's son.
Mrs. Smith, you know you're very welcome to join us. We will not give you back our mother. Hey, Trevor, Seth, could you put these materials in the storage facility? No problem, sir. Right on. My name is Alan, and I run a small local factory. It is rather small, but it's a business that's appreciated by the townsfolk, and I'm very proud of it. What's wrong, Mira? You look blue, a little.
I just got a call from Mom and she didn't seem like herself. Linda this time. Hello? Yes, Mira? Is Mrs. Smith with you right now? No. Damn it, where could that witch have gone? Slight argument and now this. A slight argument, you say?
What did Linda want, Mira?
Looks like my mother's left the house.
What? We have to know if she's okay.
Mom! Oh, Mira, darling. And Mr. Allen.
What's happened, ma'am?
I am so sorry, dears. I must look so pathetic.
Mrs. Smith, you know you're very welcome to join us.
Mr. Allen, you mean to invite me to stay at your place, but this is so sudden. I know I'll only cause you trouble.
Oh, nonsense, ma'am. We are a family after all. Helping each other in times like these is a pleasure.
Mr. Allen. Allen, are you sure?
Of course. She is our mother after all. This is Mrs. Mary Smith, mother to our Mira here, gentlemen. She'll be living with us from this day onwards, so Trevor, Seth, you know what to do.
Call me Mary, gentlemen. My hobby is doing housework of all kinds. I hope to support you all with good, healthy cooking. Thank you so much for your warm welcome.
Afternoon, ma'am. Trevor's the name, and Japanese curry's my game. Every day, maybe. My name is Seth, Mary. I'm 24 years old, and I'd rather jump off a cliff than eat green bell peppers. I gotta tell you, Mira, the factory's performance skyrocketed since your mother joined us.
Oh, she'll be so happy to hear those words, Alan.
Since she volunteered to do all the housework, we can focus on our jobs more.
After all, up until now, we've been assigning chores like cleaning and cooking, and it wasn't very effective, was it?
Both Trevor and Seth are now absolute slaves to Mrs. Smith's cooking, too.
Me too. You have no idea how happy I am to be eating Mom's cooking every day once again.
I'm glad to be doing something for her, too, Mira. Let's do our best forward, the 5 of us. Huh? What are you writing, Mrs. Smith?
Oh, Alan, Mira, my dears. A bit clumsy, wasn't I? It's my diary, you see. Been writing in it ever since I was your age.
A diary? Since you were our age?
Yes, I was just finished writing in it. I couldn't be happier to be welcomed into Alan and Mira's family.
Excuse me, but you mean to tell me the diary dates back several decades?
Is that so shocking, love?
Mrs. Smith, if you don't mind, could you perhaps tell us in detail what happened back home?
Oh, Alan.
You need not push yourself, ma'am. I feel like I can make you feel safer and more comfortable if I know just a little.
Alan! Thank you, love. Mira, darling, you made a wonderful choice for a husband. So much has happened, you understand? In short, Linda is quite a handful. Among everything else, the most painful is how she robbed me of all my savings for after retirement. What? And you know how Cliff is, no resistance, basically her personal errand boy. I can't bear to see anyone's face after discovering the secrets of Linda Smith.
The secrets of Linda Smith?
Yes, you see, I found out by happenstance. Something that would completely destroy my son's marriage. I just don't have solid evidence, that's why I've been silent about it thus far. I have a bad feeling about this. That's what's been going on, and eventually I couldn't take it anymore.
And you ran away from home? That's terrible.
I'm so sorry, my dears, for telling you these dark tidings. Oh, Mom.
Mrs. Smith, you needn't worry anymore. Hell yeah, Madam Mary. Show us that smile of yours, Mary. Trevor? Even you, Seth? You heard everything, huh?
Trevor, Seth, thank you so much. What a mediocre little outhouse.
For real, Linda.
Cliff? And Miss Linda, too?
What's your business here? We're working, as you can see.
Yeah, simmer down with that tone, redhead. We may be in-laws, but we're also siblings.
Listen to her.
I just happened to hear that y'all were doing pretty well. I just popped in to see with my own eyes. I was hoping to see a gigantic warehouse, but damn, working in this place must be friggin' pathetic.
For real, Linda.
Everyone, lunch is almost ready. Oh!
Ah, Mom, there you are.
Cliff, Linda, I just knew it. I knew you were behind this!
What exactly do you want barging in like this? We're rushing to meet a deadline, you see.
Oh, I see now. You're being so kind to Mrs. Smith because you want that estate of hers, don't ya? No use, people. That witch doesn't have any more savings. Too bad for you frickin' lot.
We're not living with her for such selfish, shallow reasons at all. We will not give you back our mother. Linda, I heard everything about what you did to Mrs. Smith.
Eh? What are you on about? Could you, not make a misunderstanding out of this?
Do not feign ignorance. We have evidence here. Without a doubt, we can demand compensation from you.
What?
Just so you know, your charm speak isn't gonna work with us.
It will not. This, along with what will come, is your destiny. Wait a minute. What are you saying we did to Mrs. Smith?
You told us yourself not 2 minutes ago, Linda, about her savings. You made her give you everything she had because you were going to renovate the house.
That was to renovate her home, Alan. She lived with us then, too. Shouldn't be anything wrong with asking her to contribute.
Exactly what she said, Mom. We properly discussed all this and we came to an agreement. If you were living together, you contributing to the renovation would also be axiomatic.
I admit we had her pay for everything, but all things considered, she gave consent to all that, so that's that. All the payments have been done and backtracking on problems is only gonna make things worse.
Let's issue a protection order in court, Mrs. Smith. With that done, we can dispose of any physical contact from Linda and her husband. What? What do you mean? It'll be illegal for Linda to see Mom, you mean? Yep, if the court deems a situation appropriate to issue a protection order, that is.
Clifford! Just wait a minute. You aren't thinking of anything suspicious, are you?
Mom!
Your life ahead of you is much longer than mine, son. Hey now, you really want to say something that'll frickin' shake the foundation of your own son's marriage? I'm his mother, I can do that, yes. Cliff, son, I'll tell you once again, think carefully about this.
Linda, I'm sorry.
Clifford!
Psych! There ain't no way I'm gonna leave Linda's side. Not now, not ever. So this diary has things written down that'll make things disadvantageous for Linda, eh? Then this book of curses ought to be frickin' destroyed.
I stand corrected. Way to go, Clifford, I underestimated you.
Unfortunately, destroying that booklet won't help you, blockheads.
What?
When did I ever say that was Mrs. Smith's diary, eh? What? No, this can't be. That is the notebook I use for work, dimwits. Just insignificant pages of nonsense. Her diary is in her room, duh. What have I done? And also, every action here is being recorded by security cameras, so just you be prepared. Security cameras? But where would they? Everywhere, buddy. We are a small business, but we're particular about security. Clifford Smith, you have just actively attempted to destroy evidence that brings Linda into a disadvantage. This in itself is another piece of evidence.
What Clifford just did? As evidence?
Indeed. Evidence that he knew full well what cruel treatment his wife was giving his mother, you see.
Clifford! You just made frickin' everything worse!
Sorry. I was completely convinced this notebook was Mom's.
Clifford, I'm so disappointed in you.
Mom.
Despite your powerlessness, I thought you still genuinely cared about me. I thought with all my heart that when Linda's treatment became too much to bear, you'd step in to help me, but today I fully understand the truth. You would rather choose Linda. I mean, obviously, he would rather choose his wife. Pointing fingers at common sense, are we, ma'am? Well, yes, as a mother, I always hoped he would choose his wife.
However, there are right times to do this, and wrong times too. The fact you chose to side with the perpetrator, your wife instead of the victim, your own mother. That's not what a son does. How dare you hurt our beautiful darling mother? What the frick, idiots?
Thank you, Trevor and Seth, but that'll be enough.
Ma'am, Mrs. Smith, I'm just so frustrated.
It's all right, my dears. This is something my son decided on his own, and I accept it. I must do what I must as a mother.
Huh? Wait, Mom.
Listen, when you and Mira were both born, I reviewed the contents of our insurance.
Oh, okay.
Livelihood costs were covered by your father. That's why I was able to put in quite a bit of money into your insurance trusts, you see?
So, in other words...
In the event I cancel the trust now, even just with your money, the payment will amount to about 60 grand.
What? That much?
I give all of that money to your sister.
What? Hey, what the... What?
Mrs. Smith! Cliff! I didn't know you had that kind of money. That's not frickin' fair. That's the money you put into Clifford's trust, right? That's right, but this is what the situations came to. I suppose even you, Clifford, can understand what I must be feeling now since I want to change the receiver. Clifford, say something, eh?
You just can't, can you, sir? Now that you betrayed your beloved mother and sided with your treacherous wife instead. Kick a man when he's down, why don't you?
All right, then, enough with the accusations, yeah? All the cowards congregate against us. See if I care. Shut the frick up already. Go on, then. Be my goddamn enemies. However, I'll also do whatever I want to you assholes. Say whatever, do whatever now, pricks. For you'll never get to do that again. Think about that, eh?
What a damn bitch.
Linda, do you act that way towards that Mark of yours? What? How do you know about... I saw you with him in town one day by chance, walking hand in hand. I got curious, so I followed you for some time thereafter. You! What are you doing, eh? You went into a cafe where you two talked pretty enthusiastically. You were calling him Mark with such an endearing tone. I kept this truth from Clifford for so long, I thought I would just destroy your marriage if I said anything.
Linda!
Yes, Clifford, I was having an affair. The hell do you want from me?
That's my damn line, you bitch! After that, Linda and Clifford fought quite a damn bit about their divorce.
What? 30 grand in alimony? That's preposterous!
No, even this is still pretty mediocre. Know thyself and how much you made Mom and I mentally suffer! Clifford came to me for some advice, and I did him the favor of introducing him to an accomplished lawyer. In the end, Linda went to pay her ex-husband the amount of money he initially demanded. After the divorce, no one knows where she disappeared to. Madam Mary, seconds if you please. Me too!
Okay, boys, just you wait.
Mr. Smith still lives with us happily to this day. I'm sure that with everyone's strength and solidarity, we can overcome anything that stands in our way to happiness. Respect each other. We are family after all. Troublebusters.